I'm Angel.
Dave.
Hi, my name is Maddie Green, and I've personally never been in a situation where I've thought, man, I could really use an AK-47 right now. But I might be in the minority. Over the years, gun regulation has been a big political subject, but this really has nothing to do with politics whatsoever. Human lives should never be a political debate. I would like to persuade my audience that gun regulation should be stricter in the United States. The future needs a safer America. It is a widely known debate among many states and political parties on how we should regulate buying guns. Many debates have a claim that people will just buy the guns, which is true. I'm not here to tell you that it's not true. But according to everytown.org, while federal law requires background checks for all gun sales by licensed gun dealers, it does not require background checks for guns sold by unlicensed sellers, like non-dealers who sell guns online or at gun shows. This loophole enables people with felony convictions, domestic abuse restraining orders, and other people with prohibiting histories to buy guns with no questions asked. The problem with this loophole can simply be solved that any exchange of weaponry, such as guns, need to have a background check and be approved to buy and sell guns. But I don't think this is going to solve our problem. And for the people that want to say, this is a democracy, we need to vote on this, and I have a Second Amendment right. You do. But according to newsgallup.com, when a random sample was asked if, in general, should there be stricter gun laws and regulation in June of 2022, 66% voted for stricter. Now, I'm not very good at math, but I'm pretty sure this wins. This is still a democracy, and if we don't get the political games out of the way, they'll get in the way. This lack of background checks and less strict laws has led to many deaths. The normalization of school shootings and public shootings has not only become a mockery of the United States, but has torn families apart. Imagine you go off to work on a random day. It's 9 a.m. and it all comes to a screeching halt when that text or phone call from your child reaches you. You and 2,000 other parents all do not know if your child is still alive, and they're just at school. Unfortunately, this has been the case for many people. The Sandy Hook shooting was one of the most devastating events in American history. It was one of the first shootings that was shown nationwide on television. A gunman drove over to his local elementary school and shot and killed 20 students. According to an article posted by CNN, they all range from just 6 to 7 years old. And we all know about this because it was one of the first ones, but it seems now in the news there's one every other day. If we do not do something about this soon, these will become far more frequent, and they already are. And they might affect you too. The United States seems to be the leader of all gun-related statistics. The Council of Foreign Regulation has released their data on gun ownership compared all around the world, and they state the United States, with less than 5% of the world's entire population, has 46% of the world's civilian-owned guns, according to the most recent report by the Switzerland-based Small Arms Survey of 2018. These stats being compared to around the country, and the fact that America has over triple the times as many guns as the next country, Canada, has turned the US into a big meme or joke across the globe. And the crime rates that have been shown in the United States might not be a coincidence of this. In conclusion, the United States needs to be stricter on gun laws. If regulations do not start happening soon, you might be the one getting the call, that devastating phone call, about the shooting at your child's school. While me telling you this may be enough to convince you, now it's your turn to fight for human lives. Because this is a political issue, please register to vote and consider taking the right side of all of this. Or you can go to change.org/gunsafetyforall to sign a petition and learn about the heartbreaking stories of why people want this petition passed. Thank you for listening.